Morning. Ooh, last night was a cool night. It was that supermoon thing happening, and so I did I did a meditation, which is always better to do on full moons, and um, my friend that I've made here, Max, and I went down to the hot springs that are outside down the road, and we sat in there and watched the eclipse happen, which was pretty spectacular. And I'm feeling a lot better today. And I hope you guys got a chance to see it and are feeling like things have been released. I don't know if you believe in all that woo-woo stuff, but full moons are a great time to release old stuff and kind of direct positive energy towards new things. Anyways, I decided that maybe I was going to start some more regular vlogs where I just kind of talk to camera, aka you guys, about some things that I think. While I'm drinking coffee, maybe we'll call it coffee talk. But this feels like a safe space to just talk openly about deeper things, and oh boy, is the internet sometimes a very scary place to live in, especially if you try and be vulnerable, which is what I want to talk to you guys about today. Empathetic listening. And I think everyone is guilty of this, myself included, that when somebody says something to you that is either like admitting vulnerability or admitting damage or admitting basically is vulnerable enough to tell you like, hey, I'm hurting in whatever way, and for the listener to then respond with, oh, but I don't see anything wrong, basically. Like if somebody was like, I feel really sad because I think I'm ugly. And you said, but you're not ugly. In one way, like, it's perfectly normal to respond that way because it is nice and it's positive and you're meaning to uplift the person. But I think it's actually dismissive of the person's pain. And maybe more so what people need to hear is like, I'm really sorry that you're hurting, and I'm sorry, that you feel like that. Why is it that you feel like that? And, maybe after like really listening to the person's pain, maybe then it's appropriate to be like, oh, I just want you to know that I think you're really beautiful. But also maybe there's just not a place for it, because maybe that's not what a person in pain needs to hear. They don't need you to fix a problem or take away a problem. Does that make sense? Basically, I just feel like I've encountered this multiple times, specifically through the internet, where I choose to be vulnerable and I share something and people are like, everything looks fine to me. I don't know what you're upset about. You should just feel fine. And that is really like, I feel like lands like invalidation. It doesn't land like, excuse me, that like, it doesn't land as anybody, like that person doesn't really give a shit, I guess, if that makes sense. They just want to dismiss it and move on. And maybe they do, and maybe they're not trying to be an empathetic listener, but I guess I've just noticed that a trend in general. And maybe if that is something that you might do and not realize that it hits people that way, like I said, I'm totally guilty of it myself, and just acknowledging that and realizing that when it happens to me, it doesn't feel good. I'm trying to put it in check for myself. So when somebody comes to me with something that they're upset about, I try to just, basically say, I'm sorry that you're suffering. That sounds, really hard. And do you want to tell me more about it? So I don't know. Maybe people don't care about that as much as I do. It just is something that I think that's worth thinking about. What do you think? And what do you guys think of these type vloggy things? Oh boy, I better wrap it up because if I go any longer than like, I don't know, it's already at like 5 minutes, and last time I did an 8-minute video, it took over 2 days to upload here. So, bye! And hopefully I get some opinions back about what you guys think about this, and I will think about the next thing that I want to talk about. Okay, bye!